Here we go. Hi,
Hey,
guys. Good
hello.
evening. We're going to give it a second, wait for everyone to come in out of the waiting room, and then we're going to get started with our skincare masterclass. So we're just going to give it a minute. I can see everyone piling in, and it just takes a moment to let everybody in the Zoom. So hope you're all well. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. We're excited to get started on this, and I'm excited to introduce you to our special guest that's going to be talking skincare with us. So, welcome everybody. I'm so glad that you picked tonight, Wednesday, to go through the skincare masterclass with us. We're really excited to give you our third installment of basically the extended skincare regimen. And I'm really excited to share this evening with Ivona here. She's joining us live as a sort of brand champion from Switzerland. So it's really exciting to have her on the call. She's going to share with her knowledge in extended skincare regimen, which is the third part in this series. So I'm going to hand it over to Ivona to introduce herself. Over to you.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. And thank you for being here to watching us. So I'm a makeup artist and been my makeup artist for almost 15 years and been doing my job with really a lot of enthusiasm. And I was really excited about the skincare in the last, I would say, 7 years. So I'm really like kind of really excited to be here
Thank you so much.
and
We love
share.
having someone on with us to talk through skincare, especially in, our member when you've got first-hand experience and also a makeup artist. And I know skincare is such a big part
Yeah,
of
it
what
is.
you do. So, once you've established a consistent day and night skincare regimen with your daily essentials, guys, which is your cleanser, your toner, your moisturizer, and sometimes a serum addressing your main concern, it's time to kind of elevate that process and elevate your regimen with enhancers. We're going to keep an eye on the chat to try and answer as many questions as we can throughout the presentation. So I'll keep an eye on that when we're talking, and I'll try and get back to you. But Ivana's going to kick off and talk us through the next step in our regimen, which is all about skin protection.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with SPF as it's one of the most important things to introduce in your skincare. Unfortunately, I've been experiencing a lot of women that they don't even know what is SPF or they're not even using the SPF. So I really want to underline this part because it's really, really important, especially for the anti-aging and for the dark spots. So UV rays penetrates deeply, as we already all know, into our skin, and um, uh, during the aging, like the years, our skin tends to really age a lot. We don't really consider that because during the day we do many things, we drive, we go, but the rays really come through the clouds, so we really have to keep up on this. And the UVB rays are responsible for the sunburn. So there are different parts they really like match together and doing working like in the really the way that for the aging part and the spots. So it's really important to introduce into the daily. And our SPF, I really love because it's one of the non-comedogenic product, which it's really important in the skincare because it doesn't clog the pores and means like it doesn't cause also the acne. And especially we have a lot of SPF in the industry that have all these oils that causing also the acne. So it's really important that part I want to underline. So it's really important the daily use of the SPF. It helps to prevent, as I said, the wrinkles, pigmentation, and the skin cancer, as we already know. So even if you're in like during the days that it's rainy, it's really important to use it. You can apply it on the décolleté, neck. So it's really important to, to blending down the ears everywhere. And usually I put on my hands as well at the end. So it's really important to making extension a comprehensive for the skin protection. And our SPF, it's really light. It's a really nice texture. It gives you really nice glow. And it has the extract of ashwagandha and also the tocopherol, which is a vitamin E, and it's really important for the skin, and panthenol, so it's also calming. So I would say definitely to add this the part of your routine.
Super, super important, isn't it? And I know that when I was new into the industry and skincare became more part of my daily routine, one of the ways that I kind of remembered how important it was when it comes and talking about broad spectrum
Yeah.
SPF is the fact that it protects against UVA and UVB rays. And the way I always remember it, Ivana, is UVA for aging, UVB for burning. And I think
Yeah,
as long as
exactly.
we've got both of it covered, we should
Yeah.
all be looking 25 and stay looking young and fresh,
No,
hopefully.
it's really seriously, it's really, really important. But really, a lot of women they don't even use that, so it's really
Yeah.
important
And a
to underline.
great tip for applying it on the hands because
Yeah, I
they,
usually add it at the end. So like just like this, when you have a little too much, you just put it over here.
yeah. Because after our face, our hands are like the first kind of signs to age and they're exposed just as much as our face, aren't they? So that's
It's the
such a,
first part, neck and here.
yeah, such
Yeah.
a great tip. Okay, so the next one we want to talk about in the extended regimen is something as a favorite topic of mine. It's eyes. Another targeted product that we have that we might want to add to our routine is a specific treatment for eyes. The skin around our eyes is a little bit more delicate. It's significantly thinner, so it kind of it ages a little bit faster. It gets drier, and therefore it shows up those fine lines and wrinkles. And one of the best ways I find to apply eye cream is all around the orbital bone here, on this kind of firm part of your eye socket, if you like, because one thing that I've learned over the years is then your eyes will naturally draw in what they need from your eye cream into this more delicate area right underneath your eye to really give you that fresher, brighter, more hydrated look. Um, because it does require targeted hydration with active ingredients to maintain the elasticity in our eyes and prevent that premature aging. So eye creams and treatments contain peptides, hyaluronic acid, antioxidants that help strengthen the skin barrier and reduce puffiness. Our eye cream, our hyaluronic acid eye cream, is enriched with sodium hyaluronate, orchid stem cells, which really helps with the dark circles and the fine lines. So simply add it to the eye area, the orbital bone after cleansing, and then we kind of just recommend that you pat it in with your ring finger, and a little goes a long way. Would you agree, Ivana? Like you need the tiniest amount.
Yeah, I would suggest also to another tip that I usually use. It's here, where's the wrinkles, and here area, the area over here, and it really worked
Ah,
really well on me because I see this line here, it's really less, marked. And I was like, wow. But obviously it's really difficult because, our face, it's, you smile all
yeah.
the time. So the wrinkles around here, it's really difficult, but here it's like it works well.
Such a great tip. See, multifunctional eye cream. That's what we
Yeah.
like. Do you
Yeah.
want to talk through the lips, Ivana?
Yeah. So another part that I really love, and the reason it's because I never find, and it's not because it's Simon, it's because it's really, I was looking for a product like for that really can stay a lot and give me the hydration. But really, when I found this product, I really wanted to taste it because I've been testing so many other products, even the famous one, and I never thought like this one it's gonna be really like the amazing one that I really loved. And when I tried it, I was literally amazed because it's not only about the tripeptide that is inside and it has the hyaluronic, but it's really important how much and how long the goes on. Because when I usually put the lip balm, and I think I'm not the only one, you can tell, that trying the products around, like it gives you like after 15 minutes you don't feel anything, after an hour you still feel the lips really hydrated. So I love this product so much, and especially because it's gonna fill in with tripeptide. It's really good treatment for your lips, hydration, acid hyaluronic, so it's gonna fill up all the small lines around, and it's
Mhm.
gonna also pop out a little bit. It gives the volume to the mouth, which is really nice. And I also use it to my kid, that she really had the really cracked lips because
Mm.
of the cold, and it really worked so well the day after she was already cured. So I really like this product. It's you can apply it daily. It's gonna enhance. I know I also usually what I do at the end, I also put it here as a highlighter. So it's a little tip if you want to use it. And I
Full of the
like I'm
tips. We've
obsessed
got so
with the
many
glow.
tips.
So I'm obsessed with the glow, so that's why. And it really nourished really well with a ceramide complex, and this is why hydrates really well the area. So I
Yeah.
totally recommend this treatment and the lip balm.
And I didn't realize that the skin on the lips, like because they're generally thinner, they lack oil glands. So that's why they're more susceptible, like to dryness a
Exactly.
lot quicker, which is
Yeah,
a good fact to know.
exactly.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the next kind of enhancement you can have in your regimen, guys, is obviously exfoliation. It's key to accelerating the skin's natural renewal process by removing like the dead skin cells, the pollution from the day, and revealing like the smoother and more radiant complexion that we have underneath. So we have chemical exfoliates such as the AHA and BHA exfoliating mask that dissolves the bonds between the dead skin cells, like promoting like cell turnover, if you like, and addressing concerns like blemishes and hyperpigmentation and fine lines. And then we have what's also known as a manual exfoliant, and that is very much like our apricot seed exfoliating scrub. So when you physically can feel it and you can buff away the dead skin cells and improve that circulation in your skin. Regular but a controlled exfoliation, really helps the absorption of skincare, makes your makeup sit better. But it's something you probably only want to do a couple of times a week. You don't want to over exfoliate. I don't know about you, Ivona, but my favorite one is actually the manual exfoliating the apricot seed scrub because I love the feel of like I feel like I'm scrubbing the day away and the dead skin cells. Which one is your favorite?
Mm. For mine, it's hyaluronic acid hydrating mask because it leaves you really the skin so hydrated and
Yeah.
glowy. So as I'm really obsessed about the glow, so that's the
All about
mine.
the glow. All
Yeah.
about the glow. Love it. Do you want to go through the face masks then
Yes.
on that area?
So I notice also this is the one part that a lot of us underestimate this part because no one has really time to do the mask, so we just really rush over the day. But I think the mask are really important part because they're gonna really benefit your skin because it's gonna deeply go inside and work under your epidermis. So it gives you that boost to your skin to look better and to recover really faster. So what really takes with a mask, it's usually 10 to 15 minutes. You can use it once, twice a week, depending of your skin and what kind of mask do you use, because they have different concentrations. So like we have different mask, and as I said, the hyaluronic acid, who has a really sensitive and dry skin, it works really well. And you can even do like twice or three times a week. It doesn't really matter because as long as you use it, you're really gonna see the difference. And
Mm.
then we have kaolin clay mattifying mask, which is the one for the oily skin. And it really helps to mattify. So if you really suffer of the oil that really, sebum, you produce a lot. So this one is really good. And we have which one? No, that's it.
Yeah.
I got, yeah.
Master, like you say, master something I think that sometimes can be forgotten. I think as the more we get to know our customers, the more that we can recommend a
Yeah,
really good mask because we're listening to them all the time about their concerns. We're discussing like what their main pain points are in their skincare regimen. And using a mask 1 to 2 times a week can target those specific concerns that they have, but in
yeah,
a more concentrated way. And it really complements the general day-to-day skincare regimen. But like you say, it delves a little bit deeper, it gets under the epidermis a little bit deeper, so it really helps
yeah.
with all the specific
Like kaolin clay
techniques.
mask. Yeah, like kaolin clay mask, it works really well if somebody has the like clogged pores, like and really
Yeah.
has the, like big pores. And this one is gonna work to, you know, to close the pores and and smoother the skin. So I think that that one it's really great one who has like a really oily skin.
Yeah, I think you notice the difference so well. I have dry skin and I use a 24-hour moisturizer, but I love the hydration mask a couple of times a week and it just really gives that hydration boost to the skin. So you can experience skin transformation and newfound confidence sooner than you
Yeah.
think if you add a
And
mask into the
I
regimen.
want to add a tip. I usually, when I go to the spa, I usually take always with me a mask. So if you go in the sauna with a mask, your skin, it's gonna be like boom.
Ooh, that's
You
another
never
tip for
tried that,
you.
right?
Great
No,
tip,
no.
thank you. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is kind of like how to layer the skincare. So the key to effective skincare routine is applying products in the correct order to maximize the absorption in our skin. And a general rule is to start with the lightest textures, such as cleansers, toners, serums first, and gradually work our way to the heavier, more thicker substances like our creams and our SPFs. Ivana, do you want to begin and going through the steps and like
Yeah.
how would you layer these?
So it's important to have the the double cleanser, but you guys, if you don't have the makeup and if you don't have nothing on, you can just go directly with the cleanser. But otherwise, double cleansing, it means like go with some like Hollywood Glam Off. You just take everything off and then you go with a cleanser and just gently go remove everything and then keep the skin like clean and ready for the next step. The next step is definitely like a toner. And as I said before, cleaning the skin, it's really important because it prepares the skin to receive the new ingredients. And so the pH, it's like ready to receive. So the toner, it's gonna work better if your skin is cleaner. And the toner, it depends obviously on your skin type. So you have different toners and it's important to use it. I usually use like a cotton pad and I, remove the excess and I still see the dirtiness. So it's really
Yeah.
important to pass it over and avoid the eyes, obviously, always.
Absolutely.
Uh,
And in between these two steps is when a couple of times a week you can add in your exfoliant to really,
Yes, exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. You can add that as well.
yeah,
So after you can apply obviously the serum and also that one it's depending on the targeted treatment that you're focused on. So you always start with the light thing, the light texture, and then you go with a thicker texture. So let's say you do the toner, then the serum and obviously use the target serum that you like. Then after that, every step it has to be at least 30 seconds to 1 minute to wait that the skin absorbs. I
yeah,
always say that. So otherwise you will see like, the exfoliating product that
yeah.
sometimes happens. So it's
Let
better
let your
to
skin
wait.
absorb it in for a
Exactly,
second. Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
So then you use the eye cream. Sorry, yeah, the eye cream, gently tap it as you said before. And I
Mhm.
also do like this. And
Yeah.
also we have lymph nodes here. So also we have the puffiness. So if you do that, you will see really the difference when you do the
Mhm.
massage outwards.
Yeah.
And then the moisturizer. The moisturizer can be or a cream or directly go with SPF.
Yeah. And because we're working your way from thinner to thicker products, one of
Yeah,
the questions that I used to get asked a lot, and I know that comes up a lot in conversations with our customers, is where does the eye cream fit in? And the reason why it goes before the moisturizer is one, because it's a thinner cream, sorry.
yeah,
But also, if it's put on over moisturizer, it's having to work through moisturizer to target your eye area. You want it to target your eye area and then put your moisturizer on top, which is the thickest of
yeah.
of our products.
Yeah. You can do that definitely, but I mean, it really depends how, but yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. So then we have our SPF, as you've
Yeah,
mentioned.
SPF morning. Yeah, we don't forget the SPF. Absolutely. So put it everywhere. So it's like everywhere. Don't be like don't pay too much attention of the product. Just put it on. It's really helps. It protects. It's like a barrier for your skin. And the night treatment, I also get asked a lot what kind of things I have to do on the right night routine. So it's important that the night routine, the skin is gonna work differently than the morning routine. And but we're gonna see the slides over right after.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
yeah
We'll move on to that. So, but while it's important to remember that layering is really beneficial, guys, using too many active ingredients in the same routine can lead to irritation. So it's essential to keep your routine balanced and tailor it to your skin needs and not overload your skin by using all the boosters and all the serums
yeah
in one go. So,
yeah
how to adapt your routine at different times of the day. So, we're looking at AM versus PM skincare routine. When we talk about a complete skincare routine, it's important to understand that our skin has different needs throughout the day to night. And because we're doing different things, we've got jobs, we're indoors, we're outdoors, the weather, there's so many factors. It's not just about applying products, but knowing when to apply them and why. The skin is an intelligent organ and it works differently during the day to how it works at night. So during the day, its priority is to defend itself against external aggression. So the sun, the weather, pollution, light in our houses. At night, however, it focuses on more regenerating and repairing itself from the day activities. So let's start with the morning routine, also known as AM routine. During the day, our skin is exposed to multiple external aggressors, like I've mentioned, pollution, UV rays, blue lights from screens, computers. The morning routine should focus on preparing the skin to face this environment, to face the day, if you like, creating a protective barrier and maintaining a moisture balance throughout the day. In addition, morning products, should absorb quite quickly and leave your skin feeling comfortable, as many people then will go on to apply makeup and be away from their house for several hours at a time. So this is kind of really, really important. In the AM routine, we focus on like strengthening that skin barrier, with gentle cleansing. Ideally, we're using our personalized cleanser that respects the skin's pH balance. We're using antioxidants such as the vitamin C serum to neutralize free radicals and give us a boost of sort of brightness. And we're looking at hydration. And we're looking at getting our hydration from our moisturizer to protect and hydrate our skin throughout the day. And then, of course, our broad spectrum SPF to protect us, not only when we're outside of the house, but inside as well. Even just facing your computer, the lights in your house, come rain or shine, we should be wearing our broad spectrum SPF as a non-negotiable to help us. And we should reapply it, especially if we're not wearing makeup and we're out and about or we're getting a little bit sweaty. We should reapply it every 3 hours if we're in direct sunlight or we're sweating, because it will naturally, come away from the face after activity during the day. In the morning, avoid ingredients such as exfoliating acids or retinols, as they can make the skin more sensitive to sun even when using your sunscreen. It's also advisable to avoid heavy products or oils that can interfere with SPF protection. It cause that heavy feeling during the day. So keep it really simple, guys, with your daily essentials, your hydration, and definitely your SPF. Ivana, do you want to talk about the PM routine?
Yes. So as we said before, like double cleansing. So at night, the skin changes its strategy. And while we sleep, the skin enters more active cell regeneration mode. It repairs itself, renew itself, and in more receptive to receive active ingredients to the skin. This is where we can take advantage to apply more powerful treatments that stimulates collagen production, reduce dark spots, and improve texture. So I've been asked several times what kind of serums it could be introduced over the night. So you guys at least now it's more clear. So the skin really works really well during the night. Double cleansing first. So use an oil or balm cleanser to remove the makeup, sunscreen, and dirt. Then use a water-based cleanse to remove any remaining sweat and prepare your skin to off for the treatment. Toner or essence helps rebalance the pH after cleansing and provides a first layer of hydration. Some toners also contains active ingredients such as gentle exfoliants or soothing agents such as aloe vera or Centella asiatica, which is really good. Treatment actives. This is where we apply ingredients such as retinol and bakuchiol. They renew the skin and stimulate collagen. Alpha and beta acid are to exfoliate and cleanse pores. Niacinamide to control sebum, improve texture. So the nourishing serum oils night serum tends to have denser texture and higher concentration. So if you use oil, make sure it is at least step before your cream, or even instead if it's your skin needs it. So it
Mhm.
really be careful about that. Night moisturizer or sleep mask, richer texture, then helps repair the skin barrier while you sleep. Look for ingredients such as peptide, ceramide, squalane, or panthenol. This is really good for the winter time, and I actually used to do that a lot because my skin really needed it. This is
Yeah,
an idea of the routine to regenerate and wake up the skin in the morning, and so you can feel more hydrated and really glowy at the end.
amazing. Thank you for
Yeah.
going through that. So, what we're going to just end on really is kind of what not to mix, because there can be some complications or confusion with what should we use together. And certain actives obviously can irritate the skin when we use too much. So, Ivana, do you want to talk through this slide in terms of what we don't mix?
Yeah, so it's really important like to avoid some concentrations, really powerful ingredients together because it can really cause like irritations and so it's really important to be careful. So retinoids and exfoliant HAA, BHA, which are hydroxy acid and beta hydroxy acid. It's better to avoid or just separate, like use retinoids during the night and exfoliants during the day, and also be really careful about the exfoliants. After using that, use always the SPF after retinoids and exfoliants, so that's really important. Retinoids and vitamin C, those two are not really good together because they really can cause irritations. So I would always suggest to start with retinoids really slowly, like introducing once a week the nighttime, because over the day after you always have to use the SPF because it's like an exfoliating acid. So, and during the day, in the morning, I will always suggest to use the vitamin C, but I know that sometimes someone use it on the during the night. Just avoid to match those
Do
two
it together.
together, just to be the separate. And the vitamin C and HAA, ABHA, also the same. Just do it the separate. So doing, try to like, morning, evening, or once a week.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
And like you say, like alternate the days that you're using these products and just, don't use them together in the same AM or don't use them together in the same PM routine.
Yeah.
They need to have that separation to make
Yeah.
sure that they work
Abs-
effectively and don't fight against each other on the skin. Thank you so much for talking us through all that. Your knowledge is absolutely amazing and your tips have been amazing. We've got so many tips to go
Thank
away
you.
with. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, thanks for tuning in tonight and coming and sharing our third installment of this series with us. We hope that's been helpful. We will, of
There
course,
is
share
some
the
questions
replay
I see.
afterwards. Let's have a
Yeah.
look at the questions just quickly. I think we've covered most of them, to be honest, Ivona. So, yeah, I think you've done so many
Serum.
tips.
Can use more than one serum.
Yeah,
Yeah, it depends which one, because it can be like vitamin C and acid hyaluronic, but it's also not, it's like it gets really sticky. So I would recommend to separate, but even if you can do it.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will send the replay around afterwards. And thank you, Ivana. Have a
Thank
good
you so
night.
much. Thank you for being here. Thanks you for this opportunity as well.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye bye.